Part 2, okay, Swiss roll. So the cake has now come out of the oven, okay? So we have it here, I'm sure you can see it. I'm going to, it is hot, so we have to be careful. We're going to let it cool down for a couple of minutes, okay, like we already have. We're going to go around the edges, okay, and just take it away from the tray. Being careful, if it is warm, take a tea towel that is not damp, okay, and just go around the edges, taking it away from the tray if the edge hasn't been in parchment paper or greaseproof paper, okay? As you can see, just like that. Lifting it up slightly just to make sure it comes away, because you'll be turning this over in a moment, okay? Right, there you go. Now, with my greaseproof paper, sorry, I'll move this out of the way. I've got some greaseproof paper here. You can either, can we stop making the extra noise, please? Okay. You can either use icing sugar or caster sugar. I'm going to use caster sugar, okay? So we're going to take it in our hands and we're going to put it over our greaseproof paper. Making sure it's quite even. Okay, I had a timer on my phone, okay? I'm going to pull this, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull this a bit closer so we can see. Okay, there we go. Just sprinkling some on, not all of it, we don't need all of it. Making sure it's quite equal. Because we want this layer to have cake on, caster sugar on top, okay? So, now, it is a little bit warm, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer it onto a cool tray. Okay, just picking it up gently, going there. Taking this, putting this straight into the sink. Excellent, okay? Now, I'm going to take this, okay, and I'm going to just put it on top of my greaseproof paper. Alright, there we go. That's it, not a big deal. Just turning it over. Now what I want to do is I want to peel away the greaseproof paper. And remember, our cake is quite thin, so we have to make sure that we're not peeling the cake off, okay? Massive chunks of it. Gently, we are just peeling back the greaseproof paper. If you think a chunk's coming off, you go slowly, okay? We take another edge, and you peel it off there. Slowly but surely. We don't want to waste our ingredients, so what that means is that we're making sure that all of our cake stays on. Alright, that's it. Now put this straight into the bin, wiping my hands, moving this out of the way, and we don't need our mat. Just really quickly, it takes seconds just to tidy up, okay? Now, nice and warm. Now the reason we have to have it a little bit warm is because we have to roll it, okay? So we have to work quite quickly. I hope you're all writing this down, okay? So I have my jam here. I've mixed it so it's nice and loose. I'm gonna put some jam, okay? Some jam on here. I don't need too much because we're gonna roll it, okay? I want a nice thin layer of jam. If I need to add more, I can. But it's harder to take out, so you're best off. You really just need about 3 tablespoons or 4 tablespoons, okay? Spreading it out. You can bring Biscoff if you want to, okay? You can bring chocolate spread, but you can't bring Nutella because we are a nut-free school. So please remember that if you bring that in, I will take it away, okay? And let you take it back home at the end of the day. But you won't be able to use it in class, okay? Now, this is all I need in here, maybe a little bit more here. Okay, because when you roll, it will ooze out, and we don't want that. We want it to stay inside, okay? There we go. So, moving this, I don't need this at the moment, so I'm going to pop that away. Just giving myself some space, okay? Now, I'm going to turn it around. There is a reason I'm going to turn it around. I'll show you in a moment, okay? Now, with this piece of paper, we want to make a tight squeeze, okay? So pick it up with the greaseproof paper, and we want to make sure it doesn't split as well. So by that, we have to tuck it in, Okay, roll it. The first part, I always just give it a nice tuck with my fingers, like this, and then I give it one roll, and then I want to make sure it doesn't rip, because it might rip. I'm going to take my paper, and I'm going to let it do the work, okay? Moving it away all the time. Two of you can do this together if you want to. It's really skillful, this part, so you have to be careful, but we're doing all the way over, and we just flatten it there, okay? Nice roly-poly it is there. Now, I'm going to take my chopping board. I'm going to take the white one because it is for dairy products, okay? And I'm going to pick up my cake, transfer it on here, and I'm just going to take it off the paper. And here, we have some extra sugar here. Don't want to use this. I'm just going to gently mix it all in one powder, not too much mess. Put that straight in the bin. Now, as you can see, I've managed not to get any cracks on here, which is good news, okay? Always like to no cracks on here. Now, with my knife that I have washed, okay, and clean, we will need a sharp knife when it comes to cutting the cake, okay? Because we want a nice, we want to see that roll, that swirl in the middle, okay? So I'm going to cut it in the middle just to show you all on the side. Quick straight cut, okay? Please don't stand there taking too long cutting it. I'm just going to show you one slice. That's how it should look, okay? Can we see that, Monsieur? Alright, so guys, this is how the swirl should look when you have finished. Alright? Okay. Cake is not hot. I know it came out of the oven, but it's really thin. It cools down really quickly. You need to roll it while it's hot, okay? Now, thank you for watching, and thank you for being patient and nice and silent. Thank you.